and happy Wednesday from Christina and Mystical Mojo Box. I wanted to highlight one of the products that we had in the reviewers box that we sent out to our lovely, lovely reviewers. And I know that, future boxes aren't going to necessarily include this, but one of the items that they received was a piece of amethyst just like this. And it was around this size. Shapes were obviously different, but it's a rough cut, tumbled piece of amethyst. So it's fairly smooth, but it's kind of rough cut and it's jagged and things like that. But it's very smooth. Oh, and it's very shiny and sparkly, and it's actually a little translucent, which is pretty cool. I gave this to the reviewer boxes because I wanted them to carry it with them. When you're going into a stressful situation, or maybe you're just having a bad day, having a piece of amethyst in your pocket helps you remain calm, focused, and appreciative of the life around you, which, we all need to do a little more nowadays. So this is what the reviewer boxes had inside them in this little cool little green bag, so that they could carry it in their pocket. Let's set that over there. I wanted to show you some other amethyst. This is one that I carry with me a lot. This is a, excuse me, another tumbled version, but this is very well rounded and it's very soft and it's got some nice little spots on it. And what I like to do is put it in my pocket, and if I start to get stressed out over anything, I kind of rub it like you would a worry stone, and it calms me down. Now, metaphysically, that's what it's for. It's help for calming. It's the best stone for healing people, plants, animals. It's great for your working on your third eye, crown, and etheric chakras. But it also psychologically, having something like a worry stone in your pocket and rubbing it when you're stressed, psychologically, it distracts your mind from all the stressful chatter going on, and that repetitive motion and that smooth feeling pulls you away and out of all the drama and just calms you. So the metaphysical properties of an amethyst go along with the psychological properties of a worry stone, and together they make amazing magic. Now this is called a druzy. This is an amethyst druzy. Now a druzy just means it's on sort of a flattish rock, and it's got all these little crystal things, pieces and shiny things all over it, and they progress to get bigger and bigger. Now, I'm not a scientist. I'm sure there's more in detail scientific ways to explain it, but basically a druzy is the flatter of the rocks that you can find with a bunch of crystals on it, but it starts with these little tiny ones down here that just sparkle like crazy. This is a geode. This geode, imagine my hand is like the rest of the rock, and it's a spherical rock that when they broke it open, there's a hole in the center. And then when you look, surrounding the hole is all this beautiful amethyst. And this I keep next to my computer because amethyst is also awesome for assimilating new ideas into your psyche. It helps you put thought into action, and it brings your projects to fruition. So when I'm dealing with a particularly difficult client or project, which I do web design, so that's often, I will just grab this, and look, my thumb fits right in there. That was just total coincidence. And I'll just kind of hang on to it. I'm a right-hander, so I can still type and, use my mouse and stuff. So I'll just hang on to it for a little bit, and it kind of just helps me clear the cobwebs for whatever the projects or whatever I'm working on is blocking me. Then this helps clean it out. So it's pretty cool. I also use pendulums. So I have two. This was my first favorite one, and this little top comes off, and I used to put a chip of crystals in there, whatever I wanted to, whatever I was using the dowsing for, I would put a crystal in to match it, or a clear crystal chip, clear quartz chip would go in there. I did drop it on tile and cracked it right along this little white line here. I was very sad. I might have dropped a tear or two because this was with me, my constant companion for more than a couple years. So I super glued it back together just so I have it. Eventually, when I get my little fairy garden set up further down in my yard, I'm going to go plant it down there. This is my current one, also amethyst. This one's fun and very useful, and I use it all the time, and it works great. So there's that. Now, my baby is going to take up the whole screen here, so I apologize. But this is my amethyst crystal ball that I have had for 4 years now, I believe it is. And look at all the sparkles and all the nice cool things in it. Oh, it's unfocusing. Hang on. There we go. Much better. All right. It just, look at all this awesome features to it. And I love this thing. When I meditate with this thing, it's got this one little spot on it that's rust colored. I have no idea what it is. But that's the spot that I focus on when I meditate with this. And it sits in my bedroom, and it's about 12 pounds. I mean, it's heavier than the bowling ball I use. So I'm very careful with it, because if I drop this on the tile, I will be crying. I'll probably be in hysterics because I love this thing so much. A very, very, very beautiful and wonderful woman gifted this to me in exchange for taking care of everything technical she had to deal with her website and, you know, everything. And I just love her to death. And I am so happy that this was my gift from her, because it means even more. So that's Amethyst, all of my babies. I'll put this away so I don't drop him. A couple other things about Amethyst. If you don't have a plant that isn't growing well, go ahead and just pop a little piece right next to the plant in the soil and leave it alone. And that will help it. But you got to put some intention into it, obviously. You have to say, this stone, I want this stone to help the whatever plant it is grow better, and then plant it. It can help if you have an animal that doesn't like a certain part of your house and that's where you want them to be, whether it's their crate or whatever. Put some amethyst around it. They'll be attracted to it. The animals sense energies way more than we do, so use that to your advantage. Excuse me. If you have children who tend to have bad dreams, my son is 9, and he used to have a lot of bad dreams. Now they're not quite so bad, but I learned a long time ago that if I give him a couple pieces of amethyst, he's got like an amethyst star and hearts and stuff like that he keeps in his room on his dresser, along with other crystals and a pyramid, and he's definitely my kid. I would come downstairs with him crying, and I'd calm him down, and then I would hand him one of his crystals, and I would say, hold the crystal, and rub it, kind of like the worry stone. And when you feel yourself calming and starting to get sleepy, slip it in your pillowcase so you don't lose it while you're sleeping. And then in the morning, take it out, put it back on your dresser. And you know what? That stuff works awesome, because amethyst is such a calming stone. And him doing that motion helped calm him down too. And, you know, it's awesome. So anytime you need calmness, grab a piece of amethyst. Or better yet, if you're into dowsing or you like pendulums for whatever reason, grab one, stick it in your pocket or your purse, and keep it with you at all times. And it will help, I promise. So that's the end of amethyst. You've seen most of my babies. I have tons of crystals, so I'll be sharing them over the course of many video blogs, I'm sure, because I love all my babies. So have an awesome day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.